This is not just for brides. This is for anybody who is a woman.
A person's facial features, their color season, their body type, all of these make a very holistic way of looking at a person's style. The sense of empowerment is truly what makes me so passionate about what I do. It's been amazing being able to really see women transform not only in their appearance, but just also in their confidence.
Hi, my name is Andrea, and besides of being recently married, I own the leading company in bouquet preservation in the world. It is when connecting with my clients that I felt the need to serve them and help them navigate this new and exciting journey. On this podcast, we bring you everything you need to know to plan the wedding of your dreams. We'll be featuring conversations with top wedding vendors and valuable tips and advice from real couples. Whether you're engaged or simply love, this podcast is for you. So sit back, relax, and let's get started on this journey to your perfect wedding day. Welcome to the club, to Bridal Club.
Welcome back to Bridal Club. Today I'm here with Julianna Lee, and she's going to tell us everything about how to transform your style to look the best. I actually used Juliana's services, and Juliana, after I did that, I chopped my hair. I colored my hair.
It's
Thank you.
beautiful.
This just happened. And then we had just a photo session with my team, and I'm wearing a dress that you basically recommended.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much for like putting a lot of confidence into this decision, because I don't think I would have made it if it were for you. So thank you.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you. I would love our audience to learn more about you and what you do. And then just so you know, this is not just for brides. This is for anybody who is a woman, period.
Definitely. Yes, I'd love to give you a little rundown about my services. I'm obsessed with style. I love things that look flattering and harmonious. That's basically the entire foundation of what I stand for on my page. I started as a content creator. I just basically started with making short little videos on my Instagram showcasing my own outfits, but I realized that as I went on, I wanted to touch style and like help people with their style on a deeper level. So from there, I kind of grew into this personal styling service. Actually launched it right when I graduated college, and I just haven't looked back. It's been amazing being able to really see women transform not only in their appearance, but just also in their confidence. Like the sense of empowerment is truly what makes me so passionate about what I do. I offer services based on a person's facial features, their color season, their body type. All of these make a very holistic way of looking at a person's style. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a rundown.
Awesome. Well, if you don't mind, I would love to dive in on each one of your services, because I had no idea what the color season was until just recently. So why don't we dive in on that first, and then we'll move into the body type, and then obviously like the feature analysis as well.
Of course, yeah. I'm so excited. I feel like color analysis and color seasons are getting more hype and popularity now, which I think it's like well deserved. I feel like color is such an important thing, but it's kind of a hard thing to pin down for oneself. Like we tend to have maybe like certain colors that we like and we just know we look great in versus ones that do not flatter us, even if we have like a full face of makeup on, it just not the look. We tend to have an inkling, but this kind of color season analysis, I think, is a really great way to organize a full palette. So a person can truly understand all the different colors that really suit them best. And it makes shopping, even just doing your makeup, that kind of thing, so much easier in that it's less like guesswork of what suits you, what doesn't. Honestly, before I really started studying on this and helping many clients and seeing how each client is so different in their features, I've really grown appreciation in this kind of system. So the color season system, just to give a little bit of background, it's exactly what it sounds like. There's 4 seasons: winter, summer, autumn, and spring. And within those seasons, there's little subtypes that can help a little more of a specific sense of the exact color palette. And these 4 seasons depend on if someone's cool tone, warm tone, they suit bright colors, muted colors, all of these things. They're little like ingredients. All of them together, they'll create your season and create your palette. It was actually my first service and it remains one of my most popular. And I think choosing a good color versus bad color, sometimes you really just have to test based like on that person's, like put a color next to their face and really see what matches. That's why my services are so often just very personalized to the individual.
And I love that. And you're right. Like sometimes you wear a color and people literally just stop you and say, that color looks so good on you. And basically what you're doing is just guiding them to find those colors and so they can do their shopping a lot easier. So I love that. Let's dive in a little bit more on the body type as well, because you did that for me and I love that.
Body type analysis was like one that I struggled with for the longest time. Like, we're all shaped differently. Some of us are shaped more conventionally for like the female silhouette. Personally, like I have always grown up with broader shoulders, very narrow hips, a very wide torso, and there's nothing wrong with any of that, but when clothes are not very often constructed in a way that flatters this kind of body type, it can be hard to know what to buy. So that's kind of what spurred this desire to create this service, this body type analysis service. And this is very inclusive of your entire wardrobe. So your dresses, your tops, down to your necklines, your sleeve styles, like everything. I also touch on things like patterns, embellishments, certain body types better suit certain embellishments. And I think that's something especially applicable and relevant for brides. Normally, the dress is white for the most part, or adjacent to a white color. So it really comes down to the details of like, do we want maybe a lace trim? Do we want certain puffy sleeves? Knowing how to dress for your body is like the ultimate hack to feeling like your best self.
Crazy. Our podcast producer, Vicky, she dresses so chic, and I absolutely love everything that she wears. And try to buy things from the links that she sends me, and it does not suit me. And I'm like, at first, I thought it was maybe just like confidence or that I was not used to those certain styles on me. And then I realized because of this, that's why it doesn't look good on me because I have a smaller torso or I don't necessarily have like the smallest waist, stuff like that. So it's really important to know what suits you best. And another thing that I want to touch base on is like, for instance, when I was buying my wedding dress, I thought I was going to have all the flowers in the world on my dress because of what we do, of course. And somebody said, hey, if you have no flowers and no pattern in your closet because you don't like to wear those, don't do that for your wedding. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't think about that. And so whenever you get engaged, most people just want to try on all the dresses, but knowing what suits you best. Like, for instance, I really actually look better with the v-neck. So I definitely agreed on the recommendation that you gave me. I got married with that v-neck and it looked good on me. So knowing those styles definitely will help you. Well, anyone just dress better, of course, like depending on your silhouette, but as a bride, really narrow down all your options.
Exactly. Like it can be really hard though to kind of differentiate what you maybe like on someone else or you like the idea of.
Yep.
I do always like to tell clients that these aren't hard and fast rules. Like if I say like you look better in thicker stripes than if they love pinstripe, it's not like it's illegal to still go outside the bounds, but it is definitely a good way to narrow down things, especially if you're a bride. There's so many options, and also there's often so many people telling you what will look good. So to know in yourself, your body, your body type is super powerful.
Yes, I agree. And then again, like the confidence part is so important. Sometimes you may try a dress, and your mom thinks you look the best, but you don't feel that confidence. And again, these guides are gonna help you find that. Going back a little bit to the color season, it's funny that you mentioned like they're not rules, and I'm glad because I'm autumn, right? And I wear black all the time. I mean, it's part of my branding. Like 99% of my closet is black, and I refuse to not wear black. And I try brown and I just cannot do it. However, with these recommendations, you're able to guide people and like to put less, like you show more skin towards your face and stuff like that. So they enhance basically their beauty.
Totally. And there's also another aspect if maybe black is conventionally not your best color according to color seasons. You can still totally wear black, especially if you like it. And there's also another component that I think really applies to maybe you, like you're very driven, you're very like confident, or at least in the way you present yourself. And I think black really works well with that. So there's this aspect called like style essence. So it's not only just your body and face lines, but also your demeanor. And that's why I often ask for like supplemental photos just from like clients' like camera roll. And that really gives me a sense of their like personality as well. So two autumns, like you're a dark autumn, say like two dark autumn individuals, they could technically have the same color palette, but I will still kind of like differentiate it slightly based on their demeanor as well. So I think there's so many like little factors that come into play.
Oh, that's so that makes me feel so good because I'm like, I refuse to not wear my black. But so and then going back to like the future analysis, like your face and all your features, I really don't know which one was my favorite. I really like this one obviously because I wanted a drastic change and I didn't want to do something that was gonna look bad on me. So again, I got this, and the first thing I did was like, okay, I'm ready for the waves that you mentioned, like the short length, instead of like my Rapunzel length. And then you also said that the ultra sleek doesn't fit me well. So that's why I went with this. So tell me more about what somebody could learn with this analysis.
Yeah, like hair is definitely a big component, especially since if you cut your hair, it's hard to get it back. So we want to make sure it really suits us, but it can be hard to know. It comes down a lot to your face shape, your facial contours. So that's something I really like to look at. Like, say, you have an oval face shape, but you have really prominent cheekbones, you have great bone structure. Someone else might have an oval face and a very smooth facial structure, more lower cheekbones, like smoother face overall. So even that just changes the hairstyle, the haircut, what you'll look best in. And in terms of other things, my features analysis offers makeup looks, and that takes a lot of testing on my end. The idea of what looks good on someone can still like change based on compared to what actually looks good. So I make sure to see a client's face and really know what works best.
For those who are listening or watching this video, she basically gives you like 3 or 4 examples of what type of makeup looks best on you, and then some that are no-nos. And I could not have agreed more. I went to my sister's wedding in Mexico just recently, and we had a makeup artist do my makeup, and they literally did my makeup with the big no-no that you said. I did not understand why I just didn't like it at all. Like basically they put a lot of black eye makeup around my eyes, and I just didn't feel like myself, so I had to go back and literally wash my face and do it again. And going back to your analysis, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is why. Like it truly does make so much sense.
That's so crazy. Like that same makeup look tends to really suit someone with really deep set, almost protruding eyes. That will like bring the eyes back. So it really depends. Even like certain universal makeup looks that are supposed to be universally flattering aren't. Another part of my features analysis that clients seem to really love is knowing which glasses suit their face, as well as sunglasses. Not everyone wears glasses, but most people wear sunglasses. I wear contacts now, but I was a religious glasses wearer, and I just could not find the right frames for my face. It just wouldn't look good. My face would always seem like either dark or ultra round. It was my mission to figure that out for myself, and then from there help clients figure that out for their faces.
Yeah, I love that. And going back to the makeup also, when it comes to bridal makeup, as you said, there's most artists, I would say, or a lot of artists believe that the glam look looks good on everybody, or like the Hollywood looks good on everybody. And I tried that for myself, like the first time that I went, to try my makeup, and I just didn't feel like myself either. Like I feel like the blush was not put in the right location and stuff like that. But again, I do understand what you're saying, where like not one size fits all at all. And with your analysis, you're like literally analyzing like the features, like every single part of their face, like even I mean, we're slightly asymmetrical.
Mhm.
Some of us are a little bit more than we would like to be. But like even even those recommendations to do your makeup in a certain way so you can look more symmetrical, they're so powerful, and I really really appreciate that.
Totally. Yeah, like I think asymmetry is very like common, and it's not something to be demonized. I think it's like completely natural. A little side tangent on that, I actually found that the reason someone may look kind of uncanny valley or unnatural is if they have too much symmetry. So it's not even the most favored. So asymmetry is totally fine. And like in terms of like universally flattering makeup looks that don't always look flattering, I completely agree. Some people just have lighter features. Some people just have smaller features. Like this doesn't really relate to facial fat or necessarily asymmetry. It's just like how people's bone structure is set up, and we really want to accommodate that, especially for a big day like a wedding.
Yes, for anybody listening, I definitely would recommend that you go to Juliana's Instagram like I did. Watch her videos. I mean, I seriously, it's like they're my favorite to watch. I swear, they're just so They're so intriguing. And even if you're talking about things that don't necessarily talk to me, I still love to watch your videos. They're so, so fun to watch. So, anyways, if you are watching this, definitely do your style so you know what looks best on you. And I swear it's going to help you so much picking your everything for your wedding day.
Well, thank you so much for your kind words. I mean, I really appreciate when people say that they love watching my videos. I find it so rewarding when people do feel they've actually gotten helped with their style. So that's always like the best compliment to get.
Yeah, I watch your videos and I'm like, okay, I need to do that because this and that, so it's really fun to watch. Is there anything else that you would like to teach our clients really quick?
I guess going back to like the makeup looks, something that I honestly didn't really realize was something called visual weight. This can be another thing that I love to work with on clients, and it's kind of hard to see for yourself on yourself, but it's essentially like how big or small your features are. And this honestly is one of the biggest keys to the makeup style. Like big features, really striking features, tend to work with bigger and sharper makeup looks, whereas someone with smaller eyes, maybe thinner lips, a more delicate nose, they often can look most harmonious with really soft, diffuse looks. So that's honestly like something that in my own style journey I never realized before, and I'm so like excited to share with anyone whenever they're interested.
I love that. Juliana, thank you so much for your time. How can people connect to you, find you, and of course, work with you?
Definitely. Yes, I do have obviously my Instagram is a great way to kind of like see my content. I have a
To learn
stylist
about
website. It's
all
called
things
Style
wedding,
Elevated. So
straight from the experts. Be
style-elevated.com
sure to
is where you
like
can
and
browse all my
subscribe to
services
Bridal
and kind
Club.
of like get a sense of some of the clients that I've worked with, some testimonials, and just like get a read up on everything that I'm offering.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time and your expertise.
Thank you so much. It was so great to be on here.